well, let me be careful because if I say this, I know a lot of y'all gonna get mad at me. But I don't really listen to a lot of rap. I don't like when people ask me about demos back in the day. I used to grab everybody's demo and listen to it, but I get so tired of rap. I'm around rap all day, and a lot of times, I think music is about emotions. Like good music, the stuff that's at the top of the charts is stuff that captures emotions. That's why like Mary J. Blige is so big, or these people, a lot of these rock groups or alternative groups can be so big because they have songs that capture emotion. A song is supposed to change your mood when you wake up and make you feel a certain way about life. And, I be having so much stress and so much stuff going on to my mind that when I put on a song, I want it to just take me away. A lot of times rap is a lot of noise, a lot of, man, my gun, I'm this, that, but, and it's a headache for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of noise a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect. I know people gonna be like, oh, Cam, he changed, man. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, I think that's what y'all want, right? Let me just give you honesty. I like a lot of smooth music. Like, a perfect example, right? This is the reason why I think Drake is doing well. Because like sonically, when you hear the music, right? You listen, it doesn't have a lot of sounds in the track. The track is real smooth, you know what I'm saying? And then his voice sounds really smooth on it. And even when he sings, it sounds really smooth. So subliminally, it's just smooth to your head, to your mind, to your soul. Instead of somebody there's a lot of rappers you can name that be spitting, they just be yelling all day, yelling. Subliminally, it'll kind of get on your nerves. You know what I mean? And that's why they can't reach the masses and a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? That's just in my opinion. You know what I mean? I know when I do like a pimp mode and my voice is sound a little bit deep and I'm a little bit slower, let me hop right in the pimp mode. I know that's going to somehow like do something to people, emotion wise, make them feel a certain way. And then I know if I'm like, yeah, sons of that, just yelling and getting crunk like that, I know that's going to do something to you emotion wise, but you can't hear too much of that, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about music. And I listen to a lot of stuff that's just real smooth, real chill stuff you wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be listening to Hinder or One Republic or Sade, and y'all gonna be like, what? You get in my car, you're gonna be like, man, what's this boy Cooper tripping on? Like, is he in love or what? You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. What's the official description for the Major Pain CDs? Tosin guessed those are Chamillionaire independent albums. Is he right? That's exactly what they are. Chamillionaire independent albums. Everybody's asking me about Major Pain. This is what's up with Major Pain. Okay, look. I'll say probably about 3 days ago, I just got, my lawyer sent me, Universal has finally granted me clearance to do the Major Pain CDs. We've already had the deal on the table. We've been going back and forth, but Universal came in and says, you know what? If Cam's doing his Major Pain CDs, we want to cut. So I'm like, okay, I respect that. I'm on a contract with you. I'm going to give you a cut. But they're not helping me do anything. They're not giving me no marketing budget. They're not paying for nothing. I don't have no A&Rs. I have to do everything myself independently. So it's not cool if I have to give them all the money. So that makes sense, right? I don't want to give them all the money. And they were coming trying to get all of the money. So I was like, nah, that's not going to work. Especially if you're not doing nothing, especially if I'm not using your money or nothing. All you're doing is allowing me to do it. So we had to keep on arguing. And after we made an agreement, then they still took forever with the paperwork. They didn't get it over there. And I'm just waiting. We're waiting every day. Like, is Universal sent it over? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. And then they finally got it over 3 days. But you know why I think they did it like that? Because I think they didn't want me to drop it before my album. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I think they were stalling because they didn't want me to drop it for my album. They knew if they got it done right now, then I wouldn't have enough time to drop it before my album. So I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was no reason for it to take this long. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been talking about it, and it finally just got done. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's business, though. So, I know a lot of fans out there are going to be like, oh, Chamillionaire went back on his word. That's cool. I'm always cool with being a bad guy when something messes up and it's not my fault. That's cool. Y'all could just be mad at me, but I'm going to give it to you. I plan to do it hard. And they actually asked me. They were like, we're a little nervous that you might start taking this more serious than your albums. I was like, you really think I'm going to start taking some independent albums that I'm going to put out, like a new form of mixtape, more serious than my albums? Like, come on, man. Like, why would I do that? They're not going to bring me no super major amount of money like my albums will. It's just an easier way for me to do it because y'all know I've been distributing these mixtapes, personally taking them to stores for how many years? I'm tired, man. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep getting in my excursion and driving to Cleveland and dropping off CDs. I got a world to conquer. So now I need people to help me with that. And that's the reason why I went to Fontana and did a deal and was like, all right, I just want y'all to put it in the stores everywhere. That's it. I want to just go in the studio, record it, make sure everything's cleared, and y'all put it in the stores so people in Cleveland, people in San Antonio, people in Denver, people in LA, everybody could get the CD. That's all I want. And they was like, cool, we're going to make sure we distribute it everywhere, nationwide. And I was like, that's what's up. So now I don't want to call them mixtapes. They're authorized leak CDs. It's just going to be stuff in my drive that I put together and just make a dope, like independent album out of. And then we just put out. Some will feature, it might feature Slim Thug, it might feature whoever, you know what I'm saying? It might feature Gucci Man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's just going to be some stuff that wasn't meant for the album that's dope, that I think is dope. I don't got to ask no A&R or nothing. That's what Major Pain is about. Pretty soon, I'll be like showing y'all like some merchandise that's gonna have the logo, and we're gonna start hyping it up. I just had to wait for the deal to get done. So I know everybody's asking me about that. I meant it. I wasn't lying about that. We're serious, focus. Got to switch it up and reinvent it. All right. Are Slim, Paul, Mike, Flip, Zero, or Trey gonna be on the album? You always speak about unity in Houston, but y'all hardly be on each other's albums. We hardly be on each other's albums, man. Y'all must not have got Slim Thug's album, man. Hey, everybody out there, if y'all watching this, man, if you ain't got Slim Thug's album, go buy Slim Thug's album. Slim Thug's album, if you love Houston music and you love the authentic feel of the Scrooge sound and H-Town, go and buy Slim Thug's Boss of All Bosses album. Go buy it. It's jamming. It's got everybody on it. So you can't say we all don't be working together, because we do. All right. Did you work in the studio? Next question. How many features are on the album? Hopefully not too many. Next question. What is the attitude, personality of this album shaping up to be? Dope. Dope. I'm just trying to make it dope. Is it? Nothing is guaranteed, so the track listing is not final yet, but I don't want you to think it's not going to be just all happy, friendly music. You know what I'm saying? It touches the emotions. It goes up and it goes down. And, you know, the way I do it, sometimes it'll be more up-tempo towards one part of the CD, and then it'll kind of slow down, and then it'll just go faster. You know what I mean? Like, I think I kind of know how to do it the way I do my mixtapes and kind of just capture a certain amount of emotions. I think I know how to paste them together in a good order. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure nothing sounds out of place. So, you know, you get a wide range, but it's good. It's not going to be super happy, friendly music the whole time, and it's not going to be super evil, dark music the whole time either. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope album, just, you know, a dope album. Are you your biggest critic? Yeah, I probably am. But some of y'all make me feel like y'all are my biggest critics. So some of y'all don't let me breathe. Like, it's this one kid that be hitting me on MySpace, hit me everywhere. Like, oh, when I put out Good Morning, you should have heard what he was telling me. He was like, oh, man, Cam, what the heck is this country nonsense? Oh, matter of fact, I haven't even approved the message yet. After this whole thing is over, I'm going to go on MySpace and I'm going to approve the message from this kid. Like, he be killing me, man. He be killing me. Like, he's like my biggest fan, but he's like my biggest critic. If I do anything wrong, he's ready to come to my house and stab me personally, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? But I respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's just people that are passionate about the music. That's cool, you know. What is the production sounding like as a whole? Solid or great? I mean, I think it's great. It's not overly, you know, repetitive. It doesn't sound all the same or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I know that's some complaints people had on my last album. It's good. It's dope. Do you think this album is going to be your coming out party, if not selling a lot of records, at least being critically acclaimed? Man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just hope y'all appreciate it and y'all enjoy it, you know. You have kind of been lacking a little of the rawness that made me such a fan of your underground work. The Army, Nobody Land, Big Business, etc. Will you be going back to your underground style on some of the songs on this album? On some of the songs on this album, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you can say whatever you want. There's some people that say, you know, you're lacking a rawness. And, man, that stuff y'all are talking about is not selling, man. Like, how many times we got to say this, man? Y'all want me to be keeping it real with you and be making records in the basement? Like, you know, I give you Mixtape Messiah, I give you, like, that's not even enough for some people. Some people feel like Mixtape Messiah 7 wasn't raw enough. Like, wow, what do you want? You want me to just fake it and pretend and pull out 100 guns and bust 100 guns on a record just so it'll be raw enough for you? Like, I don't know, man. I can't. I think because I have a bigger audience now than I did before, It's so many opinions now. It's everybody fighting. It's the commercial fans fighting for what they want. They're like, oh, we never seen Chamillionaire since Riding Dirty, because they want some other pop stuff and they like Poker Face and all that type of stuff. And then meanwhile, you jamming Big Pokey, Podina, Southside, and you like, man, yeah, Cam need to do something like this. Like, man, you can't make everybody happy. I try to just throw a little bit over here, a little bit over here. Go get ESG's album. I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? I mess with the Grit Boys. I mess with it. I mean, like, it's all different types of flavors that's fresh. It just depends on what you want. I try to throw everybody a little something every now and then, but I can't save the world, especially not one album, especially not if it's going to be 10 songs. I don't know I'm going to save the world with 10 songs. I'm just trying to get it. That's it. All right, somebody said, why did Universal single you out to have an edited album? Other artists on Universal didn't have to do that. I explained why they did that. It was because Kanye and 50 was coming out, and at that time, Walmart said what they said, and they was like, yo, I remember I turned in the edited version and I turned in a clean version. I mean, curse word version. That just happened to me. How do you feel about Ron Artest? You have love for Houston, but also love for the Lakers. Are you mad he left Houston or glad he went to L.A.? I'm glad he went to L.A. I like the Lakers. The Lakers is my favorite team. Yeah, I'm from Houston, but just because I'm from Houston don't mean I got to fit inside the box and that got to be my favorite team. I love the Houston Rockets, but the Lakers is my favorite team. It's been that way for a long time. And Ron Artest, I'm glad he went to the Lakers because, he trying to win. He trying to get a championship. And I see him all the time when I'm in LA. You know what I'm saying? The place where I be staying at, he be staying at the same place. And he be happy. He looks like he got it. Maybe he might not win, but his chances is high. And that's what the game is about, right? Winning, right? You don't want to go down in history as a guy that didn't get no championship. So, he moving to the right record label to get a platinum plaque. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate. He going to be down with Kobe. Boy's a beast. What happened to Color Change and Click? Razak, 50-50 twin. Just things didn't work out. It didn't work out, man. I tried for a long time, man. I was that, it's a lot of people. Like, I remember Paul Wall used to say he didn't want to be a CEO because he didn't want to deal with all the problems. He just wanted to rap. He wanted to make it easy. He wanted to go party. He wanted to, and I respect that because it's tough to be the boss. You're going to have to be a bad guy. You're going to have to get people up when they ain't trying to record. You're going to have to make them do things they don't want to do. And a lot of times, man, people start getting mad about that type of stuff. And then on top, especially when it's a money problem, they always going to point at you. Somebody money funny, you the boss, it's your fault. And, we went through so many different things, man, that was personal that I wouldn't talk about. 50-50 twin, he had his issues and stuff, man. But we all cool. That's all that matters to me in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't really even care if they rapping or not. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Twin, when I see him, he'd be like, man, Cam, I'm ready to go in. I'm just like, I'm not on that page no more. I used to have a tolerance for the babysitting. I can't do it no more. I can't. Even, Fame, I don't babysit him. Like, if y'all don't hear Fame putting out tracks or whatever, it's because he doesn't want to. I'm not babysitting nobody. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I got a lot of issues, a lot of things to handle. And I can't be babysitting grown men, telling them what to do, forcing them to do this. I don't force nobody to do nothing. I'm doing me, and I'm a good example, and you can follow exactly what I'm doing. You have all the resources I have. If I have a resource right here, it's open to you to take it. But if you don't, then it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't control no other man life like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that dude. I don't have the energy to do that nowadays. I don't have the time. So, no disrespect to 50 Twin or, Razak. I actually respect what Razak doing because at least he getting an education. You know what I'm saying? He getting a engineering degree, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, rap ain't the only way to get money. Rap ain't the only way to be successful. People think the only way you can do it is basketball or rap. Like, come on, man. It's more out there. It's more out there. Everybody's a rapper. I don't even got to ask people no more. Every person I walk up to, the guy that comes up to my room to deliver my food, room service, he's looking at me, and I just look at him like, you rap, huh? Yeah, I rap. Everybody raps. Wow. Everybody raps. I'm on a plane. Any person I'm next to raps. I don't even care how they look. They all rap. It's just crazy to me. Or sing or something. Everybody's in it. It's like that's the only thing to be nowadays. Like, who's doing everything else? Like, it's amazing. Everybody doing everything else is still rapping. Crazy. I never knew it to be this way. I remember when the times when people didn't even like rappers, and it was kind of a bad thing to be a rapper. Now people just wear that badge. They hop in the elevator like, yeah, I rap. Just like girls say they model. Every girl say they model. Like, every girl's a model nowadays. Like, dang, I don't care how she looks. She a model. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she got like 2 pictures on MySpace. She a model. She gonna tell you she a model. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. How much does it cost to make a video? Okay, it costs a lot. Well, it used to. Nowadays, you got some people that are doing videos for 10,000, killing the game. But I don't know. I think some people that do the videos for 10,000 are doing them good. But back in the day, like people used to get like 400,000. That ain't happening no more. And then it went down to like 250. That was like a little while ago. That was probably the most you could get, 250 for a video from your label. You know what I'm saying? Or 150. 150, you good. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, man, you ain't getting much. You ain't getting over 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep it. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I don't want. I would tell y'all, but maybe somebody might be watching this that might get mad if I tell y'all how much the Good Morning video cost. I didn't really get a lot of money. I didn't get a lot. Matter of fact, this video, Good Morning, was $100,000 less than my cheapest video. $100,000 less than my. I was actually mad about it because I was like, oh, y'all gonna do me like this? Y'all ain't gonna give me no budget to shoot it. Y'all talking about this record gonna be big and y'all ain't gonna give me a lot of money. I was like, cool, whatever. We shot the video. I think for the amount of money that we spent, it came out dope. I'm going to try to debut it on Ustream or however on Chamillionaire.com. The minute they give it to me, I think I'm going to get an email tonight after I log off, and she's going to let me know when I can actually, debut the video. And I'm going to let y'all see it first. It'll go all the other sites, but all these people that's paying attention to the stream right now that really be kicking with me all the time, hit me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, staying active on my website, I'll try to let y'all see it first. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was up to me, I would put it out right now. Like, I don't be caring. I'll be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But, politics. We got to wait. We got to make sure that everybody in the label's happy, So, all right. What do you think you would see or notice about yourself if you were on the outside looking in? What do you feel fans see when they look at you, and how accurate do you think that actually depicts you? Wow. I feel like, dang, that kind of question right there. I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all see when y'all look at me. Everybody tweet right now that's paying attention to this. Tweet right now. Hit me on Twitter right now and tell me what y'all see. Because I don't know. I'm a little crazy, I think. I think when I'm talking, sometimes people think I'm crazy. There's probably somebody out there like, why is he rambling? Why is he talking so much? Because it seems a little outside of the box or crazy to you. I don't know. If people tell me I'm crazy all the time, I'm starting to believe it. Like, maybe I am crazy. I don't know. I don't know how people look at me. I think they kind of think I'm crazy because people say that all the time. When I think I'm pretty normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy because I'm so normal. I don't know. I don't know. Cut out all the success, all the other strings attached, obstacles. The question is just on the mic. Do you see yourself critiquing your verses as a perfectionist like you used to talk about doing, or do you see yourself writing verses just to get them done with? Do you continually see yourself working or just working? Wow, that's a good question too. Nah, man. When it comes to the music, I'll change. I'm in the studio right now. The engineer's on the other side of his computer. He's still over there, sitting in his chair, like waiting for me to get done with this interview so we can record something. And I haven't been in the studio for a minute because I've been handling business. But when I get back in the studio, I will go back to a song and change that more like 100 times. I will change the verse and be like, nah, that's not good. Everybody will hear it and they'll be like, man, that verse is sick. And I'll be like, man, I don't like the way I said that. Or I'll be feeling like I got to get the punch so perfect, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll be like, nah, I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to learn this one, and then I'm just going to go back and say it. Like, I'm a perfectionist with it like that. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. I hear things sometimes that I think everybody else doesn't hear. I'll be changing stuff, and they'll be like, why are you changing that? But it's because, it's just, I hear it. Somebody asked me about void. Okay, do you feel sometimes your music touches a lot of people who listen to them? For example, I remember Void in My Life. The track took me back when I was suffering from depression, anxiety, and stress. And to be honest, you're the one artist who makes tracks that really put hopes to life into people. It wasn't for tracks. If it wasn't for tracks like Rocky Road, Good Morning, Void in My Life, Ultimate Victory, Coming Home. Coming Home. I made that. Life Goes On and Good Morning, or This Morning, a lot more. I don't think I would still be alive, and it's because of your music, Bones music, and Tech Nine's music that I'm still here. Wow. And the state of the music industry being how it is, do you think that artists will go back to artists selling platinum records consistently? If so, how do you think that artists can get back to selling multi-platinum records? I think y'all shouldn't worry about records again. Like, remember when tapes was going out and people just didn't know that tapes was just not going to exist anymore, and now they don't? I think the same thing is happening with CDs. Like, CDs are not going to exist anymore. They got these little flash drives. They got computers and Macs that are getting made right now with no CD drives in them. CDs is about to be a thing of the past, and we're just in a transition stage right now. So don't even worry about platinum selling CDs anymore. Like, I don't know. It's on its way out. I don't know what it's going to change to. They're going to change the format somehow. There's going to be something else. And, maybe people like Black Eyed Peas will take over because they're killing it digitally. Everything will just be digital. I don't know. But, I don't think everybody should be worried about just platinum success. Like, see, people are so stuck on that. Like, I don't know. I think like an artist like Flo Rida, he didn't go platinum, but I can tell you he's probably made more money than any of these guys. He's doing shows in China right now, 100,000 a pop, 200,000 one show. Like to me, he is successful. Off of his 2, 3 big smashes, he's probably made millions, man. Like over 10 million, like lots, maybe more than that. You know what I'm saying? Just off those songs, not albums or nothing, just off of those 3 songs, like crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's success, right? You know. And about the emotion thing in the records, like I like to do that, but right nowadays I feel like the industry is no place for that. Like even now, some people might call what I'm doing right now preaching or something, man. Like it's a small tolerance for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can only put a little bit of that in there. Because the other day I posted a picture. I posted a picture of a bullet and a gun, and people were like, "Oh, what the heck, Cam? You can't be doing that because you're this guy that doesn't do that." And people have this perception about you, and I did that just to see what people are gonna say. They'll be stuck in a box. Sometimes they're just stuck in their own world. Like, what the heck? I can't post that. What, I'm just like not normal or something? I can't. I'm too superhuman. Am I too good? Like, am I perfect? Like, I don't know. I don't know how people look at me. Like, I actually don't like that. I don't like that because if you knew me, you know. Sometimes I get mad. I'm not in a good mood. Like today, I'm not in a good mood. But I'm trying to fake it. I'm trying to fake like I'm in a good mood. All right. How did the photo shoot for the new album cover go? Can you give any hint on what the cover will look like? Jonathan Mannion, I hooked up with him. I try to do something different. And I try to like create a character. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the images you'll see, they're not really what you expect from me, but it's because I'm playing a character. I'm playing somebody else. You know what I'm saying? This guy that's getting, struck by the venom. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I got to take this call. It's Digi Jeff. He's probably telling me to check on my email. What's up, man? Oh, number 4 on iTunes. Yes. Number 1, Jeff jumps out the plane. Number 1, we're going to get Digi Jeff to jump out the plane, man. Number 4, come on, keep on retweeting. I'm still in here. I'm burning $1,000 an hour. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you going to help me pay for the studio time, man? 11,000 viewers. All right, that's what's up. Hey, 11,000 viewers. Retweet this on Twitter and come on, man. Stop playing, man. I'm spending my time like in here playing around, man. Engineers over there laughing at me. Like, let's get it. All right, just call me back if anything, homie. Yeah, get ready to jump out that helicopter, man. Yeah, we gonna do that. I think that'll make real good viral. That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy if we get Digi Jeff to jump out a helicopter. I would love to put that online. You know. So the album cover, I'm gonna put that up when I can too. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to do something fresh, something different, man, something new, man. That's why, I cut the hair off and just trying to switch it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, do you feel it's harder to be good at rapping in the industry? Do you get as much practice in? Does it suck to have a designated time each day to rap as opposed to doing it whenever you feel like? Nah, I don't have a designated time. I just get in the studio whenever I can. You know what I mean? I used to be in the studio every day. Like, I wish I didn't have to handle as much business as I did because I'd probably be in the studio every day just chilling, watching TV, thinking of when I'm going to get inspired. But I don't. I don't have time to. So when I get in there, I really appreciate the time and I try to like tackle as much as I can. Like I'll get in the studio and I will be done with like 5, 6 songs before I leave. Like that's how I get it in the studio because I don't know when the next time I'm gonna have the time to get back in. I'm on so many flights. I'm traveling, doing so much business that I wish other people would do. That and then I'll be having little side hustles too with the tech stuff. And I know a lot of y'all been seeing me do the little tech conferences. I mean, like I'm cooking up some things that I'm not really gonna talk about now, but stuff that I think later on down the line will be really big. You know what I mean? So, because you never know what happens with this rap stuff you got to have a backup plan. That's like my little backup plan. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you stopped saying the N-word because white people were saying it, which is unacceptable. Instead of you giving in to them, Why didn't you get on a CD and address the issue? You have addressed so many issues and talked on so many skits, yet when an opportunity comes to educate your fans about words you say, you bypass it. You stop saying it. Many people did not learn from you. I feel like you robbed a certain demographic of your fans by not giving them that piece of knowledge. Now, Jay-Z, he gave Oprah that piece of knowledge. He did not just back down. He stands his ground and educates people. All right, respectable opinion. I'm not Jay-Z. That's the answer. I'm not Jay-Z. If Jay-Z feels like he doesn't want, he's putting a different meaning or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and that's his opinion. Like, I disagree. Like, I'm not gonna get on my CD and educate you nothing. People want to be educated and explain, why the N-word is this and why I'm not gonna say it or why I'm gonna say it. Man, people, they hear that for 10 seconds. The next CD, they done forgot all about that. I think the best way I could do it is to lead by example and just not do it. And I'm not even trying to make everybody else not do it. I want y'all to keep doing it all you want. Me personally, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't get, like, let me live my life. If you don't like it, then go listen to somebody else if it's that big a deal. I don't think it's that big a deal. If it's not raw enough for you because I'm not saying that word nigga, that nigga word just makes you feel better about yourself when I say it. Then, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not doing it. I just don't. My legacy, when I'm gone, when it's all done, I get back and I listen to it, I feel good about myself. I really feel really good about myself when I wake up in the morning. I know I'm not bringing no bad into the world, no negative energy. I feel like, I feel like I got a pure heart, I'm not, some people that just look in the mirror, they feel crazy about themselves. I don't want that stress on me. I don't want that monkey on my shoulder. I feel good about life. If I was to pass today, God forbid. But, I would feel like, I was in good hands, If you could meet any famous person of choice, who would it be? Who I haven't already met? President Obama. Barack Obama. That's the one person that inspires me to be great. One person. That's him. Oh, yeah. Well, we got everybody paying attention. I know a lot of y'all be asking me about this Michael Jordan story, right? Everybody sees me always talking crazy about Michael Jordan. Let me explain to you. I saw Michael Jordan. I met Michael Jordan at this Michael Jordan party. It was at his party. And I never, I know it's some rumors that I asked him for an autograph and he said no, or that's a lie. I saw Michael Jordan. I'm at a party and I don't ask nobody for nothing. I never do. I don't like when people overly do it to me. I had saw Michael Jordan taking pictures with girls. He was like, and I ain't mad at it. He was taking pictures with people, you know what I'm saying? And he was taking pictures and every now and then taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? So then later on, you know what I'm saying? I seen him and they was like, oh, there go Mike. And he was standing over there. He was with some of the Boston Celtics. He was with Spike Lee. He was with, I don't know, some other people. And I was just like, man, this is just that one moment where I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask Mike for a picture. And then I said, I went over there and I said, hey, fellas, nobody was talking. They was just chilling, whatever, right? And I was just like, man, I don't mean to be rude, but Mike, I just want to know if I could get a picture. And then, now I understand. I kind of expected him to say no. So I wasn't mad if he said no. But the way he said it, he said, oh, hell nah, man. I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas. And he said it like that. And I was like, I kind of got stunned for a second because I was like, wait a second. I don't think he heard. I turned back and my boys were just looking at me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of thought that he didn't hear what I said. And I was like, keep in mind, I had just came from a Reggie Bush event. Everybody knows about the Michael Jordan jersey, right? Me and Reggie Bush was doing this event, right? And he was auctioning off these jerseys. So I had to keep on raising my hand and bidding for these jerseys, right? And it was a Michael Jordan jersey, an Allen Iverson autograph, the Shaq, a Vince Carter. There was a whole bunch of jerseys, right? And I kept raising my hand. It was like 1,000. I raised my hand. They said 2,000, and some dude raised his hand. And they said 3,000. I raised my hand. They said 4,000. We kept going back and forth. And then I finally went over to him at 7,000 and was like, hey, man, stop raising your hand, man. You don't want them jerseys. And he was like, I said, man, how about we stop and then we both split the jerseys at 7,000 and we split the money. And he was like, all right, cool. So we didn't raise our hands no more. And then they said, sold to Chamillionaire and that guy right there for $7,000. So the guy tells me that he wasn't even he didn't even want to get the jerseys. He was just trying to show off to Kim Kardashian, who was on the stage. I was like, man, this dude that made me pay $7,000 for these jerseys, and he didn't even want the jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, whatever, right? I'm telling Michael the story. I'm like, I just bid $7,000 for a Michael Jordan jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he goes, you know what? I'll tell you what. You pay $15,000 right now for a jersey from me, and I'll take a picture with you. And keep in mind, Michael Jordan's real tall. He's looking down on me, and I'm looking up at him like, man, I never been so heated in my life, man. My heart just started racing like, I'm about to steal off on this fool. And I thought about all the times when I used to pause the little video game or the basketball game and draw the picture of this dude dunking. I thought about all the times when I seen John Starks come baseline and just dunk on them fools. I thought about the time when Allen Iverson crossed them over, and I was like, what? Jordan, how you let Allen Iverson cross you over? Like, big Michael Jordan fan. And it's just the way he did it. And then, who was it? Paul Pierce. So one of them was like, yo, hey man, chill out. That's Chamillionaire, man. He was like, I don't give up. And he cursed. He said, I don't give up, nigga. And I was like, and then you know what I did? I just sat there for a second. I just sat there and looked at him, and then I turned to Spike Lee and I said, you know what? I appreciate it, brother. It's all good. And I shook Spike Lee's hand, and they all had that look like, man, you know, that's just how Mike is. You know what I'm saying? I shook everybody's hand, and then I walked off, and then Ray Allen was over there, and Ray Allen was like, hey man, he took a picture with me. I guess they was kind of do it because they kind of felt kind of like a certain way or something. You know, I took a picture with Paul Pierce and everything, but it wasn't really even that big a deal. I expected him to say no. It's just the way he said it. It was the most rudest. I'm probably not even repeating it as mean as he said it. So after that, I was like, wow, man, this dude must really be, he must feel a certain way inside where he just treat people like that. And keep in mind, when I used to stay in Chicago, a lot of y'all know about I used to stay in Chicago, the people that I used to stay with, they used to tell me all the time that Michael Jordan is bad, man. He just be smoking weed, cursing all day. I didn't believe it. I was like, no way, not Michael. You know what I'm saying? Because the image that he portrayed. And then it was like, they knew because they used to clean his cars. They used to work for the company to clean his cars. And he always used to be cursing at them. He always used to be talking trash to them. He always used to be saying stuff. And they told me, and I was like, nah. So then when I finally saw him, he was like that to me. So I was like, wow. And then I had heard so many rumors about people saying how Michael Jordan, how bad he was. So I was kind of disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's some people that's gonna go out there and say, oh, Cam was a groupie for Michael Jordan, man. You can say whatever you want, man. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, them the biggest icons that I ever had. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no rapper. It was those was it. Because remember, I wasn't really allowed to listen to rap like that when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? It was my dad used to watch basketball all day. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, I could tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? And then Michael Jackson. But you know, so Mike was just a big disappointment, man. And then sometimes a little kid will be asking for an autograph. He'll be like, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? That's why to this day, I'll never be like that. Even if I'm in a bad mood when people ask me, I still do it. I wouldn't talk that way to somebody. I might even tell them, man, I'm not really in the mood, but I still do it in a nice way. He was just, he'll curse you out. So, and then after that, my security called me and was like, yo, Nike brand Jordan wants to talk to you because they want to apologize. They were trying to send me Nike Jordans and all this stuff. And, I was like, oh, and then to make the story even interesting, when I was leaving, I was about to leave, and I saw Young Jock coming in. And Young Jock was all heated about something, because I was like, hey, man, no matter what you do not go talk to Michael Jordan. And then he was like, F Michael Jordan. And I was like, why you all mad? He was like, because he had just came down the red carpet, and he was wearing some Adidas, and people were mad. They was like, how you going to disrespect Michael Jordan in the air that he walks on because you coming into his party with some Adidas on? And Young Chuck was like, what? Like, I'm not even gonna repeat what he said, but he was like, man, I'm not, it's not God. What you talking about? Like, that's how they was acting. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Michael Jordan story. I don't know if I've told anybody that full story in entirety, but yeah, he was like looking down on me, cursing like he wanted to fight, and it just came out of nowhere. He must have been in a bad mood. It was bad. It was bad. It was like pretty embarrassing. Like, as a man, even as a man, you want to be like, I actually felt like, man, I should just steal him right now. I'm just going to steal him. I don't care what happens. I'm just about to punch him. But I didn't. I refrained, and I was just like, yeah, all right. He probably would have knocked me out. Michael Jordan probably would have knocked me out. I don't care. I would have made front page. Believe that. I would have made front page. All right. Just what happened with BCD. I know they distribute a lot of people other than you. I know you can't speak on everyone else, But like Rapid Rick, I bought a couple of his CDs through BCD. Is the whole company bull crap or just your situation? Hmm. I am I can't say much, but I am in a lawsuit with BCD. I am confident that we are gonna be vindicated and we will come out on top when it's all said and done. I spent a lot of money in lawsuits. I've spent a lot of money. I've tried to reconcile. We haven't been able to reconcile. We have a big, strong difference in viewpoints. They feel a certain way, and I'm on the exact opposite of the spectrum. I completely think they're wrong. I know they're wrong, and that's just all I'm gonna say. When it's all said and done, we'll see what happens. It will be public information. I'm sure all the websites will post it everywhere. I'm in a lawsuit with BCD. Universal's in a lawsuit with BCD. Warner Music is in a lawsuit with BCD. I'm ahead of all of them because my lawsuit came up first, and I want to remind y'all, I never sued BCD. They sued me. Biggest mistake ever. They sued me first, and I just countersued. And yeah, we gonna see how that go down. But it's a lot. It's very stressful for me. So it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of nonsense, a lot of coming to court when I'm out of town or I'm in this other city. I gotta fly back and do this nonsense. I've been dealing with it, but you don't want to, man. People always be threatening. I'm gonna sue somebody. You don't know what it takes. It takes a lot of money. They try to spend all this money and try to make you run out. And people like me, it's because of principle. I'll spend the whole bank account. If I lose, I lose. It's meant to be, but I don't think I'm going to. And I said this to multiple people, and I think I'm doing what's right. I think I need to do this for all the people that might follow behind me. You know what I'm saying? I need to set an example because it's just some things went on that's not right. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Because I don't want them to think that I'm slandering them or anything. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's a lot of the questions, man. Let me see. I think I missed one. Somebody asked me about Eminem. What's my relationship with Eminem? I don't really have a relationship with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had multiple conversations where we talked for a long time, but it's not like, I pick up the phone and just call Eminem all the time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. I've met him through my security, who's cool with his security. You know what I'm saying? And after that, that's how we connected. You know what I'm saying? And we just talked about random stuff that I didn't even think that he would talk to me about. He was talking about life, and he talked to me about multiple things from music and how he writes, and Jimmy Iovine and 50 Cent and his daughter Haley and Mariah, everything. Like, it was like crazy as a fan of Eminem, hearing him say all this stuff about how he feels. And at one point, it almost felt like he wasn't really as sure about his music. Like he was like, I want to let you hear something and tell me what you think about it. And I was like, I can't believe Eminem doesn't realize he's the freaking dopest ever. Like, man, I'm not talking about like no racial stuff, no white boy stereotypes. Like, he's just, period, as a rapper, just the wordplay and the similes and the metaphors and just the way he just, man, that boy's cold. So he was just telling me about some ideas and asking me if I thought it was dope, and I just thought it was just genius and crazy. I was like, who thinks of stuff like this? He had an idea. I'm not even gonna repeat. I never heard the song come out, but I just hope he ends up putting it out because it was an idea that was so dope. He was just telling me it was just so dope. I was like, wow. And they had mentions of rappers. It was cold, man. So when he was just telling it to me, I started getting excited. Like, man, that's hard because you don't hear a lot of creativity. A person could tell you a song right now, and they send you one. They'll tell you, yeah, this is what I want you to rap on it. You got to rap about your swag, man. You got to rap about how you be pulling them girls, and it's just the same old, same old. He comes up with ideas that nobody's ever thought of before. Like, he's the first person in the world to ever think of this idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was telling them. I was like, when you came out with Stan, there was no such thing as a Stan. You created